See, this is airport A and this is airport B. Okay. So let's say अगर प्लेन खड़ा है एयरपोर्ट पे, एयरपोर्ट ए में प्लेन खड़ा है, let's say airport A is अलीगढ़ एयरपोर्ट, airport B is which one? Bombay, old name of Mumbai. Okay, so airport A is अलीगढ़ एयरपोर्ट, airport B is Bombay एयरपोर्ट. अब इसमें क्या है, you see प्लेन खड़ा है मीन सी लेवल पे, मीन सी लेवल पे प्लेन खड़ा है और प्लेन में प्रेशर सेटिंग इज हाउ मच 1010 हेक्टोपास्कल्स. सो इट इज रीडिंग 0. यू कैन सी द रीडिंग इज 0. इसको हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं, इसको हम लोग बोलते हैं QFE. व्हाट इज QFE? प्रेशर एट एरोड्रोम लेवल. राइट, यहां पे भी प्रेशर है. द प्रेशर लेट्स से इज in hectopascal or millibars. Let's say the pressure in this room is 1006 hectopascals. Okay, so we can say that pressure is always measured in hectopascals. Okay, so 1006 hectopascals is the pressure in this room. Okay, अब let's say we are little high. If we go near the mean sea level, and mean sea level पे ही airport है. You know what is mean sea level? What is mean sea level? Like this is earth and this is water. So where the earth and the water is meeting and the average of it is mean sea level. Okay. So this is the level of the sea. Sea level is where, you know, the topmost layer of the water body, where the sea is starting. That is the sea level. Okay. And ground level is where the ground is starting. So where the ground and the sea is meeting, we call that point. And when we take the average of it, because it keeps changing with the terrain, so that is mean sea level. Okay, Anushri, mean sea level clear? Okay. So airport 1 में क्या है? The pressure at the airfield which is at sea level is 1010 hectopascals. The altimeter reads 0 feet. तो ये प्रेशर सेटिंग का नाम हम लोग दे दिए QFE. अभी नेक्स्ट पेज में आएगा. ठीक है, अब लेट्स सी सेक्शन B. The pressure at the airport has fallen to 1000 HPA and the altimeter, rather than showing a decrease in pressure, shows an increase in height. ठीक है, तो अब क्या हुआ, 1010 था हेक्टोपास्कल, अब वो डिक्रीज हो गया 1000 हेक्टोपास्कल, प्रेशर कम हो गया. ठीक है, तो प्रेशर कम हो गया, तो इट इज बिहेविंग एज इफ द प्लेन इज एट 300 फीट. वही एयरपोर्ट में. ठीक है, और वी कैन जस्ट से कि अच्छा प्लेन अभी हम अलीगढ़ से मुंबई ले गए. ठीक है, तो प्लेन का सेटिंग तो वही है 1010, ऑल्टीमीटर का सेटिंग तो वही किए हुए, लेकिन वहां पे प्रेशर अब डिक्रीज हो गया है to 1000. तो अब इट इज शोइंग अस 300 फीट. तो इससे हमको क्या पता चलता है कि whenever we increase the pressure or decrease the pressure, 1 hectopascal increase and decrease will show a reading of 30 feet. ठीक है, 1 hectopascal is equal to 30 feet. ठीक है, तो लेट्स से यहाँ पे प्रेशर था. कैन यू गाइस सी द बोर्ड?
Yes, you can see the board.
Okay, all right. So let's say this is the airport. Here the pressure is
Sir, can you zoom it a little? Yeah.
1010. Yes.
Yeah, just zoom it a little.
Yes, Shivam.
Just zoom it a little. Yeah. Just zoom it.
Can I zoom this screen? Chal, for you guys, I'll draw it here. Okay. Just let me explain these guys first. Okay. This is 1010 hectopascals. ठीक है, This setting is called QFE. So what is QFE? The pressure measured at the aerodrome level. I think Nipur, we have done this before. The pressure measured at the aerodrome level is called QFE. Okay? Let's say this is mean sea level today. This is mean sea level, the top of the sea. And आपका जो airport elevation है, the airport elevation is, let's say, 120 feet. ठीक है? Mean sea level से आपका जो airport है, that is at 120 feet. So airport can be on the mean sea level. Airport can be above the mean sea level. Airport can be below the mean sea level. Below the mean sea level is a rare occasion. At mean sea level is also okay, but most of the airports will be above mean sea level. Okay? Okay. Okay. So today our altimeter is there. What is an altimeter? Altimeter is nothing but a barometer. But a barometer is something that measures pressure. Okay. So अब ये barometer में हम डाल दिए कितना का value? ये barometer में value डाल दिए हैं 1010. So how much it will show? It will show 0. It will show 0. Now the maths is, as you go up by 30 feet, there will be 1 hectopascal fall in pressure. Why? Because pressure falls with height. Pressure falls with height. Okay. So now, let's say if the plane goes to 1000 feet, it climbs and goes to, let's just go to 300, not to 1000 feet. Okay. Plane just climbed, went to 300 feet. Okay. So same altimeter, which is set to 1010, will show a reading of 300. Because 1 HP is 30, 10 HP will be 300. Okay. Understood? Okay. This is the normal condition. अब क्या हुआ? दूसरा कंडीशन में क्या हुआ? सेटिंग तो यही था. अब ये फ्लाई करके दूसरा एयरपोर्ट में चला. दूसरा एयरपोर्ट में क्या हुआ? दूसरा एयरपोर्ट में इट इज 1000 HPA and the plane is sitting here. So how much will it show? Same two conditions. यहाँ का प्रेशर 1000 से 1010 से 1000 हो गया, या प्लेन उड़ के दूसरा एयरपोर्ट में चला गया जहाँ पे प्रेशर इज 1000. ठीक है, both are similar conditions. ठीक है, so how much it will show?
3000.
Again it will show 300. Okay, it will show 300. ठीक है, क्यों? क्योंकि दिस इज 1010 जो कि इसमें डाला है. आपको यहाँ पे जब लैंड कर गए तो आप इसको आपको डालना होगा इसको यहाँ का सेटिंग. जब यहाँ का सेटिंग आप डालेंगे 1000, then again it will come to 0. So plane is at aerodrome level, but it is showing you 300 feet. So you will think that today I am at 300 feet, but you are not at 300 feet. You are in the ground. So that is why whenever you are flying with a pressure change, you have to change your altimeter setting. If you don't change your altimeter setting, then you will be in a fault. आपको अभी 300 फीट जाना है and you hit the runway. ठीक है? It is very important. That is why we are studying altimetry. Why we are studying altimetry? To understand these pressure changes and how these pressure changes will affect our altimeter reading. That is why we are studying altimetry. Okay. All right, Nipur, clear?
Yes, sir.
Nipur has done this already.
Yes, sir.
There are different types of altitude. One is called indicated altitude and the other one is called true altitude. Now, what is the difference between indicated altitude and true altitude? Nipur will tell us.
Sir, the indicated altitude is the altitude shown in the altimeter, but the true altitude can be different as compared to the subscale set in the altimeter. So the true altitude can be different. For example, in this case, the true altitude was 0, but it was showing 300 feet. So indicated altitude
Yes.
will be 300
Okay.
and true.
So what is true altitude? जो सच्चाई है, जो आपका altitude सही में है, that is true altitude. And indicated altitude is the altitude जो कि instrument दिखा रहा है. That is called the indicated altitude. So in this case, instrument भी 0 दिखा रहा है, तो आपका true altitude भी 0 है, और आप हो भी 0 feet पे, मतलब ground level पे हो. So that is the truth. But in this case, true altitude is 0 क्योंकि आप surface पे हो, but indicated is 300. Okay. So now they will ask you what is the difference between true altitude and indicated altitude. So how we do know this? High to low, look down below. Low to high, you are up in the sky. So if you have copies, you can write down. In your book, something else is given. This we are studying from Oxford actually. In your book, it is written high, low, low, right? So that is the same thing. Yes. Just a second. Yes, Mishika. Just a second, Mishika. Take a second. Let me take him in conference. यार गाइस, आप लोग का भी कंप्यूटर नंबर अब अप्लाई करिए अगर मार्कशीट्स आ गए हैं तो. Shivam, you could follow?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mishika, can you give me half an hour? What time is the departure? Okay. And that you will need the colored only. Black and white won't do. Yeah. The second printout. Yeah. Both put photos on both and just sign. Name and sign. And signed? Yeah, it is okay. No, pass certificate is only Xeroxes. Only verification original people. Yes. So ones will be. Yes. Okay. Sounds good. उसमें साइन होगा कि नहीं? I'll just let you know. Yeah guys, sorry for the disturbance. Okay. Okay. So what it says, high to low, look down below, low to high, you are up in the sky. That is the other one. ठीक है, इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? High to low मतलब high temperature to low temperature, या
It will overread and underread depending on the
low
case.
pressure. Yes, Shiva?
It will overread and underread depending on the case.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm coming to it. I'm coming to it. ठीक है. So high to low, look down below. मतलब if you are flying from high pressure to low pressure, or if you are flying from high temperature to low temperature. Look down below का मतलब क्या है कि there are chances कि you will hit the obstacle. ठीक है. Look down below मतलब कि your indicated and your true is mismatching. You're going from high pressure to low pressure. It says look down below. It will show you that you are at 3000 feet, but you are at 2500. So your true altitude is 2500, but your indicated altitude is 3000. So if you don't look out below, you will hit into something. Why? Because you flew from an area of high pressure to low pressure, or you flew from an area of high temperature to low temperature. So this error automatically happened in your altimeter because pressure changed. So now if somebody told you and got your altimeter setting corrected, then it's fine. Then automatically you will correct the pressure again. Instead of 1010, you will put 1000. And then it will show you the correct. Instead of showing 300, it will show you 0. But because you didn't change, nobody told you. So now there was an error. Anush, समझ में आया? नहीं आया? अच्छा. Sir, are you done with your class? No. Taken a break.
It's like 12:30, so break will be done.
Yeah, we'll just start in 10 minutes. I'm doing a bit of altimetry. Okay, this is how I read it. It says hot to cold, don't be bold. Okay, just don't learn 10. High to low, look down below. Look out below or look down below. Look down below was given in my book. Okay, and then low to high, you are up in the sky. If you are flying from a region of low pressure to high pressure, or a region of low temperature to high pressure, you are up in the sky. You are up in the sky means your true altitude is more and you are indicating less. It is showing you.
So it will overread.
You are at 3500. Plane is at 3500, either from the ground or from the mean sea level, whatever datum you have chosen from that datum. So your true is more, but your indicated is less. So it's low to high, you are up in the sky, and high to low, look down below. Okay, this is what, how I have learned it. Now your book says low, high, low. Okay, and high, low, high. Okay, so we'll come to that also. Okay. Yes, Shiva.
It's fine, sir. It will overread in that case. So we're just saying that.
Yes. So see, your book says, so this is true altitude. There are two altitudes. One is true altitude and one is indicated altitude. In your book, it says HLH. If you're going from high pressure to low pressure, it will show high. Means your altimeter will show higher reading. Okay. I am saying high to low, look down below, your true will be less. But your book says your indicator will be high. Okay. So in your book, it has written HLH. So high से आप low जा रहे हो, क्योंकि high का pressure setting दिया हुआ है, तो वो high indicate ही करेगा. आप high pressure से low pressure जा रहे हैं, लेकिन पहले से ही high pressure का setting किया हुआ है, तो it will indicate high only. And low, high, low. आप लो प्रेशर या लो टेम्परेचर से हाई टेम्परेचर जा रहे हो, या लो प्रेशर से हाई प्रेशर में जा रहे हो, बट सेटिंग तो लो के हिसाब से किया हुआ है, सो इंडिकेशन विल बी लो. सो ऑल्टीट्यूड indicator, that is the altimeter, will show low because initial setting is low, and high low it will show high because initial setting is high. Okay, so that is what is written in your books of ICGO sheet. Okay, so वैसे भी आप कर सकते हो, but that was new to me. I studied back in US. This is the UK book. I studied from the US book. US book में वैसे था. High to low, look around below. Low to high, you are up in the sky. So that is how I have studied. Okay.
Then if there is no true value, how can we land?
Why there is no true altitude?
True altitude, but it shows now that.
So you have to take the settings of the airport. You will contact the ATIS. ATIS will give you the settings of the airport. So if you are in like big airports, so already you will get the help. But this is a problem when you are going in uncontrolled airports. There are a lot of uncontrolled remote airports where they don't have any kind of weather information. So they'll give you the weather information of, let's say, the nearest big city. If there is a Chakolia airport nearby, so it will give you the settings of Jamshedpur and Ranchi and Kolkata. But you don't know what is the exact pressure over Chakolia, right? And then there can be a problem. But if you are landing on Jamshedpur, there is a ATC. Ranchi mein there is a ATC. Kolkata mein there is a ATC. So they'll give you the exact setting. Okay. So anytime when we are flying en route, let's say we are going from, let's say, Ranchi to Jamshedpur. Ranchi to Jamshedpur, you will fly over Bundu, we'll fly over Tamar, we'll fly over Chandil, then we will go to Jamshedpur. So as soon as we go over Bundu, they will give us a new pressure setting. The en route controllers. As soon as we reach Tamar, they'll give us a new pressure setting. As soon as we reach Chandil, again they'll give us a new pressure setting for traffic separation, right? And then when you land in Jamshedpur, obviously, they will give you the new altimeter setting. Okay. So landing and takeoff is never a problem because you get the QNH. We take the reference from the mean sea level. So now we'll study about the new term QNH. But this is a problem when you're flying above 15,000 feet, that is QNE. Okay. So yeah, we'll come to that. Okay, now it says altimeter settings. QFE. What is QFE? The pressure measured at the aerodrome. So people used to think, what is QFE? QFE is the height. QFE is not a height. QFE is a pressure value. Okay. So QFE is a pressure value. So the pressure measured at the airport datum. So with QFE set on the altimeter will always indicate 0. The altimeter will always indicate 0. When airborne with QFE setting, the altimeter reads height above the aerodrome level. जब हम टेक ऑफ लैंडिंग कर रहे हैं तो we don't want height above mean sea level. We want height above the aerodrome level. But जब हम en route flying कर रहे होते हैं तो there is lot of कोई below the mean sea level area है, कोई at the mean sea level area है, कोई higher the mean sea level area है. So QNH we cannot keep changing every 5 minutes. Then we fly through QNH. That is mean sea level वो area का ले लिया और वो mean sea level ले लिया. लेकिन थोड़ा ज्यादा flying करने के बाद भी QNH भी change हो जाता है. So then we use QNE. What is QNE? 1013.25. Anytime when we put our altimeter to 1013.25, the standard value, that is called QNE setting. ठीक है? So okay, we come to it. QFE समझ में आया? Airfield pressure QFE. So QFE में आप हैं 0 इंडिकेट कर रहा है और जब आप 1000 फीट ऊपर चले गए तो ऊपर वाला altimeter 1000 दिखा रहा है. ठीक है? This is QFE. Next is QNH. What is QNH? QNH is when we measured from mean sea level. The mean sea level का pressure हम वो जो window है Coleman's window में when we put the value of mean sea level, then it is called QNH. ठीक है? So tell me, what is the QNH here? The QNE here is 1010. Sorry, the QFE here is 1010. 1010 is the QFE here, and mean sea level is 120 feet below you. So what is the pressure here?
(1014 hectopascal).
Can you see, Shivam?
Sir, is it 1014 hectopascal?
ठीक है? Okay, 1014. How about you, other guys? What is your answers? Shivam, can you see?
No, sir, I can't. It's very small. Wait, let me try something.
Nipun can see.
How? Let's see. Oh, see, made you video zoom. Yes, wait, I will try.
Yes, Zami. देखो यहाँ पे प्रेशर है.
Yeah, sir. Now I can see your board.
तो आप 1010 ऑल्टीमीटर में डालें. ये दिखाया आपको 0. ठीक है, इसको यही वाला कर देते हैं. दिखाया आपको 0. ठीक है, ये 1010 था. प्लेन आपका एयरपोर्ट में खड़ा है. इसको ऑल्टीमीटर का जो विंडो है इसमें आप डाल दिए 1010. मतलब यहाँ जो प्रेशर है, ये बैरोमीटर है, ये बैरोमीटर है. तो ये बैरोमीटर में आप 1010 डाले, तो 1010 डाले तो ये 0 डाला. वाई? क्यों 0 डाला? बिकॉज यहाँ का प्रेशर ही है 1010 हेक्टोपास्कल. राइट. अब हमारा बैरोमीटर में क्या, अगर आप मर्करी बैरोमीटर ले जाकर रख दो तो वो वैल्यू बताएगा. यहाँ का प्रेशर इज 1010. ये भी एनरॉइड बैरोमीटर. ठीक है. अब एनरॉइड मीटर में बिना कोई सेटिंग करके वहां रख देंगे तो इट विल शो 1010. बट नाउ वी हैव कैलिब्रेटेड इट विद रिस्पेक्ट टू ऑल्टीट्यूड. ठीक है. सो नाउ व्हाट वी डू, व्हेन वी पुट 0 देयर, अब हाइट के हिसाब से व्हेन वी पुट 0 देयर देन इट इज शोइंग 1010 हेक्टोपास्कल. यहाँ पे ऐसे करके चेंज कर रहे हैं 1010 तो इट इज शोइंग 0. ठीक है. अब वहीं पे ये नॉब को हम लोग घुमा दें, और वो ये नॉब को घुमा के अगर हम लोग दिखा दें 1009, so it will show 30. So कर दे 1008, it will show 60. Why? 1 HPA is equal to 30 feet of altitude gain. ठीक है. ऑलराइट. तो ये तो ऐसे हुआ. अब अगर हम इसमें डाल रहे हैं, अब हाँ, अब है कि अगर हम 1010 यहाँ का प्रेशर है और जो मीन सी लेवल है वो हमारे से 120 फीट नीचे है, तो QNH क्या है? So what is the value? Why 1014? हाँ, जब आप नीचे जाओगे, जैसे ऊपर जाते हो +30 तो यू सबट्रैक्ट 1. अगर आप नीचे जाओगे, जो भी सेटिंग है उससे आप नीचे जाओगे तो यू हैव टू ऐड 30. सो दिस विल बी 1011. Here it is 1012. Here it is 1013, and at mean sea level it is 1014. So what is your QNH? QNH means QNH is the pressure at mean sea level. So pressure at mean sea level is 1014. How we came to know that? क्योंकि हमको already पता था कि हमारा airport elevation from mean sea level is 120. So now हम सबसे पहले 0 लेके आएंगे इसको. ठीक है. हम इसको 0 लेके आएंगे, 0 से हमको यहाँ का प्रेशर मिल जाएगा. हम मीन सी लेवल का प्रेशर करने के लिए हम इसमें 120 सेट कर देंगे. जब हम इसमें 120 सेट कर देंगे तो we'll get the QNH. So now let's see the definition of QNH. QFE, ठीक है, QNH is not pressure at mean sea level. This is just for the rough explanation, but the exact definition is QNH is QFE converted to mean sea level using the ISA conditions. क्या किया हम लोग? पहले QFE निकाले, QFE को कन्वर्ट किए मीन सी लेवल पे using the ISA conditions. Now, what is ISA conditions? You don't know because you have not studied chapter 1. ISA condition means International Standard Atmosphere. So, International Standard Atmosphere says always at mean sea level, the temperature is plus 15 degrees centigrade. That is your ISA. And always at mean sea level, the pressure is 1013.25. These two are the ISA conditions. But because यहाँ पे we are playing with the pressure, so we cannot take the standard pressure conditions for QNH. हम लोग यहाँ पे just temperature लें, ठीक है? तो यहाँ पे if they are saying QFE converted to mean sea level using the ISA means using the ISA temperature. QFE converted to mean sea level using the ISA temperature. That is what the question is. With QNH set to the altimeter, it will always read the aerodrome elevation, right? It will always read the aerodrome elevation. When airborne, it will read the approximate altitude of the aircraft. So it's better to set QFE and fly in the beginning. बाद में when you become the airline pilot, you fly with QNH. तो QNH जब फ्लाई कर रहे हो तो दिमाग में ये रखना है कि मेरा एरोड्रोम एलिवेशन ये है, फिर कोई दिक्कत नहीं. So when I land, it should show 120 feet. When I land, it should not show 0 feet. It should show 120 feet. Then you are okay. So then you will try to make the approach at 420 for that 300 feet gap. Instead of making at 120, you will go at 420. You will take that extra buffer, right? Okay. So for Piyush, I am not sure if that's समझ में आ रहा है. This is the middle for you. What you guys should understand. Anushri also, I am not sure. Zami should understand. Shivam समझ में आया?
Yes.
हाँ. Nipur?
Yes, sir.
Nipur should start teaching now, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You did the numericals also on these topics?
Yes, sir. With Mehul, sir, I remember.
Okay. ठीक है. अब why we say ISA? Because there is a term called QFF. So QFE converted to mean sea level using non-ISA conditions will be QFF, and using standard conditions will be QNH. Okay. Now QFF is used for meteorologists for making pressure charts. तो आपके बुक ICGC में दिया हुआ है QFF? Can't you read it?
It is the barometric pressure of aerodrome reduced to atmosphere, assuming the temperature of the place to be the temperature of the column of air extending up to the mean sea level. This value is used for plotting on synoptic charts and drawing isographs.
ठीक है. So okay, if you read it 100 times also you will not understand. इसका मतलब क्या है कि ये जो QNH है, ये वैल्यू हम लोग लिए हैं ISA conditions. मतलब always we are taking from this from plus 15 degree at mean sea level. But QFF क्या है? QFF is the same thing. QFE converted to mean sea level using the non-ISA condition. Non-ISA condition means actual condition. तो किसी दिन mean sea level में temperature will be plus 1 degree. किसी दिन it will be minus 10 degree. किसी दिन it will be plus 30 degree also, depending on the season, right? So when we take the actual condition, then it is called QFF. But when we take the ISA condition, then it is called the QNH. So our altimeter is made and is told to calculate with respect to QNH. That is why we use QNH for flying. We cannot use QFF because the altimeter is not so sensible that it can make those changes. ठीक है? इसीलिए अब हम लोग क्या करते हैं? Now we will calculate the pressure difference and we will calculate the density altitude. That again we'll study in navigation. When we start calculating density altitude, then we will be able to do this temperature corrections. Okay. So density altitude is like, if you are at 1000 feet, you are flying at 1000 feet. Okay. So plane will behave, and if the temperature at 1000 feet is 13, then the standard mean sea level 15, 1013, 2011, lapse rate is 2 degrees centigrade per 1000 feet. You know lapse rate? Again, it is in chapter 1. Okay. So mean sea level mein standard atmosphere is 15 degree, and there is a standard called lapse rate. 1000 feet mein ISA temperature is 13 degree. Okay. So 1000 feet mein you are at 13 degrees. So the plane will behave as if it has to behave. But let's say if the temperature today is, instead of 13, it is 30. So there is a difference of plus 17 degree. Okay. So the plane is at 1000 feet, but its performance will change. It will behave as if it is at 3000 feet. Plane is flying at 1000 feet, but because the temperature is more, so it will behave as if it is at 3000 feet. So 3000 feet mein pressure will reduce, क्योंकि air density will reduce. Ground में सबसे अच्छा performance रहता है near the mean sea level. तो अगर आप plane को उड़ा रहे हो from Himalayas, जहाँ पे airport is at 5000 feet, तो आपका take off length भी ज्यादा रहेगा, ठीक है, और आपका climb rate भी कम रहेगा. आप mean sea level से take off कर रहे हो, तो थोड़ा सा ground roll होते ही plane airborne हो जाएगा, और take off distance will be less. And climb भी वो ऐसे धीरे धीरे नहीं करेगा, ऐसे steeply करेगा. ठीक है. So 2 things are very important while we are operating in the runway: rate of climb and takeoff and landing distances. Rate of climb, rate of descent, and this is rate of descent, this is rate of climb, and runway length. ठीक है. जिस दिन टेम्परेचर ज्यादा है, आज हमको 1 किलोमीटर का रनवे चाहिए, तो टेम्परेचर ज्यादा है तो आई वांट 1.25 kilometers of runway. Okay guys, if the temperature is more. If the pressure is less, again I will need more runway. If it is raining, so if the humidity is more, so the pureness of the air is gone. So air has not become thick, air has also become thin. So again we will require a longer runway if it is moist. Again, if the runway is wet, runway 34, if the runway is wet, then you will have braking issues also. So moisture is high and braking issues are also there. So again, you will require a greater length of the runway. Okay, these all I think we have studied in density. We have discussed these topics in density. Humidity से क्या होगा, temperature से क्या होगा, pressure से क्या होगा, air density को. But air density and density altitude are inversely proportional to each other. शिवम सब भूल गया?
Yes sir.
शिवम सब भूल गया?
No sir, याद है.
याद है?
A little bit.
अच्छा.
I will read again.
Have the concept now?
Yeah.
Nipun?
Yes, sir, I remember everything.
You remember everything. Very good. ठीक है. So QNH हो गया. Forecast QNH. Forecast QNH is not required for you guys right now. Don't worry. and let it skip. Next is altitude, height, elevation, flight level. There is Q&A.
So for our students, it's regional flights.
Yes. Yes. It's, yeah, in your book it is written as regional Q&A, but it is not applicable to you guys now. When you will be flying the airliners, then it will be applicable. But I just tell you, regional Q&A क्या होता है ना, कि जैसे 3-4 एयरपोर्ट है अगल बगल में, ठीक है, तो हम कौन सा Q&A लेंगे? नियरेस्ट वन नहीं लेंगे, ठीक है, हम ऐसा Q&A लेंगे जिसमें हमारा जब हम लैंड करें तो एक्स्ट्रा कॉशन रहे, ठीक है, तो हम हाईएस्ट वैल्यू ले लेंगे. You're getting the point? We will take the highest value of Q&A. जैसे एक जगह Q&A दिया हुआ 900, एक जगह 993, एक जगह 996, तो हम हाईएस्ट ले लेंगे 996 when we are operating. तो उससे क्या होगा, 996 में हमको और फर्दर डाउन जाना है लैंड करने के लिए. So we'll get that extra buffer. We'll know कि we'll have to go that extra distance. ठीक है. So again, it is not applicable for our time. It is later for the airliners. First, you get the basic part done, then we'll come to it. Okay. All right. अच्छा, for landing purpose, we'll take the lowest value of it. For takeoff purpose, we'll take the highest value of it. So, okay, we'll come to it. We'll come to it. Okay. Altimeter errors, again, we'll do it the next day. Okay. Let's tell you what is Q&A today. Q&A is anytime when you take it from 1013.25, then it is called Q&A. Okay. Next day we'll do the numericals on this also. Okay. एक बार just go through the thing. ठीक है. अब मान लो आज 10 इधर है 1010 और यहाँ पे कितना है 1000. ठीक है. 1013 कहाँ है? यहाँ 1013.25. When we are taking the altitude from here, then it is called Q&A. So when we are flying above 15,000 feet, तो हम 15,000 feet के ऊपर फ्लाई कर रहे हैं ना, तो अब हमको टेरेन का प्रॉब्लम है. हम QFE और QNH क्यों कैलकुलेट करते हैं? ताकि अब हमारा बिल्डिंग से सेपरेशन रहे, हमारा हिल्स एंड माउंटेन से सेपरेशन रहे. जब हम लैंड करें तो हमको पता रहे कि कितना नीचे जाना है और कब टच डाउन होगा. ठीक है. बट व्हेन वी आर फ्लाइंग फ्रॉम वन सिटी टू अनदर एंड वी आर अबव 15,000 feet, so we will not find any mountains. We will not find any mountains. So now in that case, what we'll do? In that, every plane will be on the setting of 1013.25. All plane will be on the setting of 1013.25. Okay. So if all the plane is at the setting of 1013.25, so every plane will be at the same height. Every plane will be at the same height during en route. तो रांची में 1013 यहाँ है, ऐसे चाइना में 1013 यहाँ है क्योंकि उनका लैंड थोड़ा ऊपर नीचे है. ठीक है. फिर कोरिया में 1013 यहाँ है. ठीक है. बट everybody above 15,000 is 1013, 1013.6. ठीक है. So end of the day they will be at the same level on the air. Because this 1013 तो वही बट इनका लैंड ऐसे ऊपर हो रहा है, इनका लैंड नीचे हो रहा है कंट्री वाइज। तो कंट्री वाइज लैंड ऊपर नीचे हो रहा है, लेकिन 1013 तो यही है। तो आज हमारे लिए 1013 यहाँ है, कोई और एयरपोर्ट में जाओगे तो 1013 यहाँ आ जाएगा, ठीक है। So all the plane flying above 15,000 feet which do not have to do a terrain clearance will do 1013.25 and they will fly right from India to, let's say, Australia. ठीक है, they're flying right away from India. They are overflying China and Japan and everything, and then going this way, and then they are going to Australia. ठीक है, they're flying this way. ठीक है, so तो बार बार फिर ऑल्टीमीटर सेटिंग करने का जरूरत ही नहीं है। But anytime it will try to go below 15,000 feet and try to land in Australia, then it has to switch to QNH or QFE. ठीक है, so this again we'll study in the next day. What is transition altitude?